Sweet goodnight. Strawberry. Raspberry. Ooh. Forget my pain, I'm born again. I'm in the mood to love every single part of me. When I go to a place I could breathe, got no care, stripped away, c'est la vie. Meant to be, find a way, always be, I believe. It's all because you let me down. Hey y'all, how y'all doing tonight? I went and turned that pain around. All those dreams just sold me. Now I can be the whole dream now. You only want the old me, so I can fix your lonely. Gotta fix the whole me now. Hey, how you doing? How are you? How are you? What y'all got going on today? How was your day? Mr. I think I'm saying I don't want. Let me take the Mr. part off. Frakina Bass. I don't want to say that wrong. Hey, how you doing, Show enough? How are y'all doing tonight? What good happened for y'all today? I'm gonna tell you what good happened for me. I woke up this morning. That's one thing. And I ain't had no drama in my life today. So that's two good things. It's Keen. Okay, I can call you that. Keen is good enough. Can I give you a dare? Um, all right, sweetie. Hey, Sean, how you doing? Sweetie, go ahead and shoot your dare out there. Don't necessarily mean you gonna get that. You gonna get it. So go for it. Let's see what you got. That's good, Sean. That is good. Have y'all been looking at y'all been seeing today that Wendy Williams was back on the scene today? There is to put tape on your mouth and remove it without using your hands. Sean, I mean not Sean. Let me not say Sean. I'm doing all right today. Hey Robert. Um how you gonna put tape on your well, first of all, I'm already tell you that I ain't finna do that. Cause then if I put tape on my mouth, that means that I can't talk to the people that's coming in here, and that's what I came on here for, to talk to people, not to do magic tricks. Cause if I take the tape off of my mouth without touching it, then that means I'm gonna have to lick the tape or something like that, or some other sort, and I ain't with it. No, I'm not doing it. Is that something that you done already tried, sweetie? Hey, Shannon, how are you? Nah, I won't be doing that one right there. So you gonna and for that one right there, I ain't gonna even tell you to pick another there. I ain't doing it. No. Hell, I done had tape. I had enough tape on my mouth without having the tape on my mouth in my life. So no. Peppy and them. Hi, how are you? How you doing? Okay, I asked the question. Sweetie, I already said no, and I meant no. So if you ask me that again to do it again, I'm gonna block you. Okay, so move on to the next thing, cause I ain't doing it. Understand? Um. Anyways, so did y'all see today? This just part of it. Let me go ahead and get you the hell on up out of here because you don't understand what no means. I don't like nobody who don't know what the word no means. That's a whole complete situation right there. Goodbye. Alrighty then. Today I started looking at some videos this morning, and the first thing I seen this morning was Wendy Williams figured out a way, to start talking to the public and everything. And y'all know, I don't know if y'all seen the movie that was it can you call it a movie or like a documentary or something that she had did? But anyways, when she did the documentary, we was finding out that, people was keeping her closed off behind the scenes. She ain't really been able to get out and everything. She did go to her son's graduation and stuff like that. But she is into a conservatorship, if I think I'm saying that right, and can't really talk. Nobody can call her. She can only call people out or whatever. So if anybody got a page or whatever, like, keep it flowing through. Hey Larry, keep it flowing through so that maybe some situations can change for her. And then if you don't want to do that, then send some prayers up or something for her, because I just feel like nobody should be. I think Wendy Williams done came out here and she done gave us a whole lot of stuff that, some people didn't appreciate her for doing the things. But if y'all know some of this stuff that they got going on right now, hey Antoine, some of this stuff they got going on right out here now, Wendy Williams put it out here first, and nobody ain't believe her. She lost her job for the cause and all of that kind of stuff when she found out certain things. So, sometimes they be behind the scenes, working things like a little puppet. And I think if people want to be able to be out and get around and stuff like that and not be locked inside of a room all day long, I think they should be able to move about. So, if that's what you do, find maybe one of the videos or something and probably share it out to keep the story like moving and growing along. And over here, you all in my chat, I let my chat like ask questions, or like, what if you had something going on today and you want to know, like, what would somebody else's opinion be? I don't stick on to one subject over here. I go with the flow in my chat. So when my chat come through and they start talking or asking questions and stuff like that, then we jump around on different things. And in between, I just come through and I talk about some of the things that I want to talk about in the midst of it. And so but that was one of the things I seen, and I was shocked to see her. She was on The Breakfast Club, which is a show that I don't normally watch on the regular, but I was thoroughly pleased to see Wendy on there, because I have been wondering, how was things going with her since she been going through all of these different things or whatever, and y'all know that whole thing that's going on in California is very, very, very suspicious. Have been suspicious to me from the first beginning. And I figured, and I was looking at something the other day over in California. I ain't never seen stuff like burn up the way things is burning up over there. And it's not funny, but it's very weird. Okay, yesterday, I don't know if it was yesterday, but I've been seeing like some celebrities and stuff post like they properties and stuff, how it got burnt down and stuff. But then if you go and look at the pictures and you look at the trees and stuff that's around their property, it's like the house is burnt down, everything else is burnt down, but you still got the green trees that's sitting right there. And I'm like, I don't understand that. I do not understand that. Hey, She Cooks. Hey, Miss Chef, how you doing? I don't understand, how could that be happening? Right back at you. Right back at you. I don't understand how that is happening. Like, just if you have time to go and look at some of those videos of some of the people's houses that burnt down, It does not make any sense because I mean everything gone, everything burnt to a crisp and everything. But then when you look around, it's like the hedges on the side of it or the trees that's right there. Listen, I'm a person. As a matter of fact, I just had a bonfire last night. If we have a bonfire and it's up underneath a tree, it ain't a damn time that we done had a bonfire and it's been up underneath the tree that you don't wake up the next day and the tree, some of the tree limbs or something is burnt on them. I'm telling y'all to go look at some of these things of what these people houses burnt up. The house is charred, burnt down to the ground, but the trees and everything is green. And I'm like, what in the heck is going on here? How is that possible? I especially, I'm talking about a bonfire and it's burning the tree that's above me. If a whole house is on fire and you got hedges that run along the side of the house, wouldn't the hedges burn up too? It just don't make no sense to me. Yes, the car rims are melting. It's the exact same thing in Maui. But Eminence, do you understand what I'm saying? How in the world is these big old houses burning up in the and I'm not talking about what I see. One of the things I see, and it's the second time that I done seen it, and it's so questionable. Okay, so the house next door and this house burnt, and it's a big hedge that run in between the two houses. How does the two houses, I'm talking about everything out in the next to the pool and everything burnt up, but how are two houses burning and the hedges in between don't burn? They just as green and pretty. They just as green and pretty, almost as if somebody went and took a fake hedge and set it in between the two houses after it burnt. I'm talking about everything burnt to a crisp. And you got these pretty green trees just sitting around, and I'm just like, but then on one of them, I see the tree that's out on the side of the road, far away from the houses. It's all burnt up and it ain't got nail leaf on the tree. And I'm not talking about just that one hedge. I'm talking about over here on the other side too. It's like you got some. I just don't understand it. You have to go and look at it yourself because I don't think people like looking at it like it is, and it's just like I'm telling you, stuff is looking very very very. The whole thing to me is suspicious. Point blank. Period. It don't even matter. It don't matter. It just don't matter. I also feel like they trying to get rid of oh, all right, Eminence, you might be saying something. Listen, anything somebody can throw out there, I'm just about ready to believe whatever it is that they saying at this point because yeah, some stuff ain't looking right, and I do believe that they may be destroying evidence of these people because it's extra suspicious that all of these celebrities' houses are burning up. You know, very, very, very suspicious. You know, all of a sudden, this whole situation broke out. They got this smart thing, the smart project that they want to do and everything, and all of a sudden, it's just like then they gave 17 million of their money from the fire department away and all of this stuff, and I just find it to be so crazy that they even considered doing that, especially when every year, I don't remember the last time we ain't had a year that California ain't been on fire. I don't remember. So then why would you give away $17,000 of your from your fire department? I don't get it. I don't get it. But then maybe we crazy. I don't maybe we the crazy ones. I don't know. Oprah had her roof painted blue before Maui, and her house was untouched. Mm, child. Hmm. Ain't it amazing how the wind can blow and it can just go past those places? I don't know. Do you know they don't have water in the fire hydrants because of some stupid Harry? How you doing? I talked about that the other night. I've been heard about that a long time ago, and I'm like, if I had a water pump, I'd suck every one of them fishes up out of there um to go and put out the fire. A who cares about a fish? Fish people. Fish people. Come on now, that's like having a fish tank inside of your house with $10,000 worth of fish in it, but you run in the house to save the fish in the fish tank besides instead of your kids that's in the house. I mean, that's super crazy. That is super crazy. And I'm like, they should have been picking the water up out of there instead of telling the people to get the water from out of their pools and stuff. And soak your house down with that right there. To me, is just there's a lot of there's a lot of craziness going on over there. But you talking. That's me saying that. I've been known to be crazy before. That's what they say. They say I'm crazy. I don't exactly believe that, but sometimes the things we saying, they'll tell us we ain't making no sense whatsoever. We just talking. I don't know. uh it is very crazy. I just can't even put the words together about a fish. I don't care if it's an endangered species, it's finna be extinct, whatever. Come on, a fish versus saving people livelihood, keeping people off of the streets or whatever. But then we over here in the United States where they take care of everything. They'll take care of everything else except for its people. And I know, listen, my uncle been telling me for a minute, leave, leave, leave. And oh my God, I think I've never thought about leaving the United States more than I did like 2 nights ago. I actually, even my husband said to me one time he want to leave the United States, but who wants to? Our thoughts is Amsterdam, but I don't want to fly that long. Those fish weren't even native to the area. They're doing this all on purpose. Eminent, I believe this. I believe the same thing because there is just no way, no way that this stuff is happening like it is happening. And thank you all for the floating clouds and the thumbs up and everything. I really, really, really appreciate that. My eyes usually don't be focused on that kind of stuff, so I have to get into it. So I really appreciate you for doing that. I didn't even see who got a chance to do it. Maybe they'll invent something later on so that you can be able to see that. But I really do appreciate you. Hi everyone. Did you have a great day? Yes, I actually had a great day. Thank you for coming back through. How have you been? That's good. That's good. Do you think it is God's judgment? Why is it happening? Harry, I also thought about that too. Um, I thought about that too. Um, but I don't know. I don't know at this moment. But one thing that I do know, Harry, is his judgment is definitely coming. Definitely coming. There are so many things happening right now. So, but do I think it is right now? I don't know, could be. I feel more like it's there. I feel like there's evil that's happening right now. Um, yeah. And you kind of have to take that however you take it. But I feel like it's people doing evil stuff to make it happen. And could it be his judgment? Could be. I think they're getting desperate before Trump gets in, making moves out of panic. Well, that's another thing. Hey, Gamma. I had a good time and a good old laugh over there. You know, that's my first time coming back over there and participating in for a while. In the games for a while. I had so much fun over there, even though I was lost a lot of the times or whatever, but I had a good time. Those of you all, I don't Gamma tonight is Wednesday night. It's Gamma's World. She does game nights on Wednesdays and I think sometimes Thursdays. Correct me in the chat, Gamma, if I'm wrong. But she do game night over there and it is very, very fun. And sometimes there's cash prizes. So y'all come over there to go, you subscribe to It's a Gamma's World and go through and do the game night. It is very fun. No you know, ain't nobody over there stiff. You know, you're gonna have a good laugh every single time. There's not a time, even times I don't feel like laughing. Um, I go over there and I have a good time. So y'all keep that in mind. Hey everyone, hit the like on her video. Yes, tell him Harry. Thank you very much. My husband holler. Okay. I've been thinking about it. Yeah, it's when I think about it, you know, is that's what happening? I'm on I'm on a up and down because I already knew. You know, they already had said that 2024 was the year of exposure, and then now I'm here. 2025 is the year to expose your own self. So we gonna see what's gonna happen. You know, but I mean the time is it's like do you walk around, do you feel like something like your body feels different, like outside doesn't look like it normally does? Something about this world just feels very, very different. Very different. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it's like every day you walk around, all you can feel like it's just like something very evil or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but the world is itself just feels a lot different. Did you see Trump's latest inauguration portrait? Look up 45th and 47th portrait. Trump looks like he's about to solve some problems, if you know what I mean. I have to look that up. Eminent. I be forgetting that I got 1, 2, 3, 4 devices and stuff, and I just always be acting like you know I got yeah, you had told me Gamma that your sister was getting ready to relocate, but it ain't Florida, right? She going to Panama, right? 45 and 47. Okay, let's see what we gonna pull up. Images. Oh, they pulling up all kinds of stuff. Let me see. I saw a video claiming people are burning their own houses because they were Harry Grace. I heard that today too on some of the things that they were playing out that they were playing out today. Um that people got things that they got hidden inside of their houses. I can't why ain't they I'll be glad when they release them. I guess they can't do it before the court case or whatever, but all them videos and stuff that I heard on the dark web that they've been selling videos, and I heard that allegedly, we gonna say allegedly because I don't got no money like that. My pockets ain't deep like them folks right there, but that Oprah paid millions allegedly for some things that they had on the dark web that she didn't want to get out. I can't imagine paying 500 plus millions of dollars for a video of anything unless you know, it directly involves her. But then I heard another interview today about some, oof, it's so much stuff. And usually, like, this ain't none of my thing. I just hit on different things. Like, I go with, whatever conversation my chat talking about or whatever. We be going with the flow over here. But um yeah, I can't even imagine what the things are that we about to hear about. And now let me tell you something that I do believe. And I don't know why, but everything in me, I believe everything that Cat Williams is saying. I believe it. And that's just me. I believe everything that he's saying. All of the things that he told about, on his Shannon Sharp interview and everything. Do you see how many views that thing got? Like almost 100,000 views on that. 100 million views on Cat Williams' interview over there. 100 million. Um, Gamma, she cooks. That beautiful smile. Thank you very much. I gotta be in effect. Uh, what a time to be alive. I know that's right. What a time. Cat Williams was right. What do you think will happen with Diddy? Um, to be honest with you, all I can think of is Jeffrey. And when I say Jeffrey, y'all know who I'm talking about. It's like, um, I feel like he know too much. There's too much information. And I also seen the other day that he was on. And you have to be careful with what you say because they got AI now and people be creating stuff and you don't know what none of that stuff mean. But they released one. They allegedly released one of his jailhouse conversations. And in the jailhouse conversation, he was telling his son to get rid of the pizza box, get rid of the pizza boxes and clear out something else or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm just trying to think behind the prison wall for you to say anything about clearing out a pizza box after you've been locked up for how long? He been locked up now for about 6 months. Why the hell do you care about a pizza box after you've been locked up that long? That does not make sense. So automatically it sounds very suspicious that he would be saying anything like that. But I can almost um when Jeffrey Epstein was no longer here on earth with us, um I found that to be very suspicious that he did that. When it first happened, I didn't think he unalived his own self. I thought it was something else, but then at that time I didn't know anything about all of this craziness that happens out here or whatever, or I wasn't paying attention to it like that because I'm not really like a TV person or whatever. I can't stand the news because I know for sure the news be lying to you about everything. If you sitting in front of the TV listening to the news and you think anything they on there telling you, if you don't what you call it, do your due diligence whenever you hear something on the news, you're gonna be sadly mistaken. Like anything the news tell you, go and look up the full thing of what happened so you can get the whole information because each news get it and they twist it and turn it into whatever it is that they want to turn it into. So don't trust the news. There was this song that John Mayer made that was called Waiting on the World to Change. Man, when you talking about told the truth in that song, when it's the only information you got, they can bend it all they want. So don't trust the news now. Will he get out? Will he get out or spend the rest of his life in jail or not make it? If you know what I mean. Um, to be honest with you, Harry, I don't. I wish he did. I wish he did make it because I don't wish unaliving on anybody. But I I just don't see it. I think he know too much. Um, I think he done too much. I don't even think that if he made it out here on this side right here, I think there's too many people that's unafraid of him that he actually did do things to. And one of the people who I actually believe that he really did something to, I really do believe that he did something to Justin Bieber. I just really do. And it's so sad to see like all of the things that he going through, and on top of it the people that went before him. I think with Usher too, but Usher is like I feel like he done something to him too, allegedly. um but some of them still act like they down for the whatever it is. Yes, I absolutely did have fun on third. So those game nights is on. Oh, okay, Gamma. I stand to be correct. I stand to be correct, and I'm a whole day behind. The day is Thursday, y'all. And here I am thinking it is Wednesday. Yeah, see, my days be running all together because right now, I'm like, I'm doing some a little different right now. So I don't really be keeping up with all of, all of that. I have faith Trump will make some great changes for us. Speak positivity into existence. Yes, I've been seeing things different as well as feeling different. Yeah, I definitely feel different. I feel like and I haven't seen anything like right here where I am. It just in the world there's a different feeling, point blank period, when you walk out into this world. And I had a lot of faith in Trump. um Let me tell you something. That what was the president's funeral that we just had. I don't want to say the wrong name because y'all know I be getting stuff mixed up. But anyways, the president who they just had his funeral. I looked at that funeral, and to my surprise, I seen a bunch of stuff that I was like, wait a minute. They homeboys now? They good friends. Like, what in the world is going on here? Do you understand all of the different things that him and Obama said about each other? Them two was in there like fist bumping it up in the thing. So let me tell you the stuff that I seen at the funeral. The way Kamala was sitting in there, and she was mad at everybody that was in there. Um the way Jill Biden was just the scowls on her face and everything. And I said, you know what? Something is not right. Cause I can't imagine. I don't care. I don't care if I work with somebody or not. The things that them two right there done said about each other and the way they were sitting up in there talking, I said they all playing in our face. I think voting for a president now is pretty much done came down to any, many, mighty, mo catch a tiger by his toe. If he holler, let him go. You know, it's kind of like that because I just cannot believe that. Yeah, I think y'all understand what I'm saying. Yeah, when I pulled up the picture, it only showed me one. It only showing me one picture of like I don't know if it's me or whatever, but and y'all know they be saying that the Simpsons, the Simpsons be making they be making good predictions about things that's going on or whatever. I see some of the things that they done said that it actually happened or whatever, but I don't know about that. When I pulled it up, like I don't really see. Let me see what you saying. He looks pissed in 47. Um, 47 photos. Let me see. Is that the photo right now? That's the one you talking about? Or am I looking up the wrong one? Because it say 40, 45, 47. He he had that face all the time to me. Look up Trump's official portrait and JD Vance. Trump official portrait. That one right there. Boy, he look angry. He look real angry right now. He look real mad. In JD Vance, you'll see it feels very different. I thought it'd be me, but yeah, I just feel like the world feels very, very different. You know, what is scarier, a black guy from the hood or a white Muslim? Oh, Jason. I don't think you have to make it as one color or one religion or whatever. It don't matter where you go at. It's some scary ones, it's some nasty ones, it's some evil ones, and there's some good ones in every situation that you go in. There isn't one particular group of person that got all bad people. Point blank period. It doesn't matter where you go. You can find them dirty, nasty, great, evil, anywhere that you go in. Go to any group of people and you can find it. Hey brother Charles. I'm finna oof. Okay, Jamal. I hope the other one is good. Yeah, Oprah is yeah, I don't know about her. I feel like they be y'all know the whole time that whole Monique scandal that had went down. And how many of us was behind the scene and we was thinking Monique, child Monique girl, you finna get fired up out of here. These people finna blackball you, girl, if you don't shut up. And this. And then how many of us was just like, let me sit back and wait and see what was going to happen? And then only to find out that everything Monique was saying, she was telling the truth about these people and they was trying to make her be quiet. Um, you know, this whole the whole Hollywood can't be trusted. Can't be trusted. Okay. Um Oprah is not who we think she is. Eminence. I think that too. I don't think Oprah who she is. I'm telling. A long time ago, Oprah had this one show on where she had this lady bring on a little dog, and those of y'all that's dog lovers or cat lovers and everything, no no tea, no shade. But this one show, it was years ago. Me and my daughter was in the room and I was flicking through the TV and Oprah was like in the commercial, it was showing something about the dog or whatever. And so I was like, I want to see what happened on Oprah that, that they got this little dog on them. We turned the thing on and the dog is paralyzed from like the waist part on back. And so they was like how they got the dog and I was like, when I seen them like make this like wheelchair thing or whatever, and then how they was like scooting the dog around, I was like, Oprah, you gotta be kidding me. And I promise you, after that one episode right there, I never looked at Oprah again. Now, do she play in some good movies? The only movie I can tolerate her in right now, none of even the new ones. color purple. That's it. Anything, um, anything past that, like no. Oprah is not my Jamal. What is you talking about? Yep, out of the country. I have to go. Have a good night. Sean, you have a good night too. Thank you for coming through. Harris said, did you hear some of the men did yeah, I heard a whole oh my god, that video of Meek sitting in that pool. Oh my god. It's so wrong. And I done seen Diddy get um I done seen where he was on, was he on Drink Champs or something like that one time, and or something, but I actually seen him with my own eyes that he was telling he was asking a guy to lift up his apron, which is something he was asking the guy to lift up his apron and talking about how big his private area is or whatever. And that's just something in my real life. I've never seen the men around in my real life operate in that way or whatever. It was just the craziest thing ever. And I was like, something's really wrong with this dude acting like this, and just asking other guys to party with him and stuff like that. So, you know, yeah. Hey, Phoenix. Good to see you too. Milton Banner. Where you from? G Town? Uh, what's G Town, Milton? Say hi. I believe Jaguar right too. I believe Jaguar in some of her stuff or whatever, because sometimes Jaguar be playing around and stuff like that. But I do believe some of the things that she be saying. I really do. But she be off and on. She be off and on. So I don't know. Epstein is still alive, and he might be. He might be. I don't know. Hey, Max. How you doing, girl? I got my check from the state, and since I had a job, I got approved for a house. Okay, come through, girl, with the testimonies. Y'all know Maz is from California over there, and her house got burnt up over there. So she been having all good things happen for her ever since she left from over there. So Maz, I don't think you're supposed to be over there like that, girl. Keep on moving in the direction where good things keep happening for you. I think there is a cold word for I do too, because you remember listen, it was a whole situation. Y'all remember the pizza thing when it came out with LeBron. It was a pizza thing, but y'all know you have to be careful with saying LeBron name, because people just, he can't do no wrong except for lose those 8 games back to back. Anyway, let me get up off of him. I don't want to make nobody up in here mad. But I just don't, where other people might be like excited about celebrities and stuff, I don't have no excitement for them. It's almost like I see them, not almost, I see them as humans, just like us. I worked at a truck stop that traveled between from Miami and all of that stuff. So let me tell you something. All of those people that came from Miami, like Trina, Luke, and all of those people have been through to a place that I've managed before, and where we done shut the place down to just serve them or whatever. And I, not one time have I ever been excited. I've been at the gas station, and Teddy Riley was on the other side of the gas pump, at the same gas pump I was at, and we was at Daytona at Black Beach Week. He was on the other side of the pump pumping gas, and everybody in the car with me was screaming, and I still was just standing there pumping gas, and everybody was like, "Do you know who that is?" I was like, "Yeah, hey, I'm pumping gas." I just don't get excited about it. I don't know why. It seemed like I would be or whatever, but just when I see them, I'll just be like, that it's a doctor named Dr. G. Dr. G, she's a medical examiner. I was in Publix because she lived. Me and her lived in the same area one time, and she was in Publix shopping one time. She do a lot of like she did the what was the girl name, Casey Anthony. um she did the Casey Anthony trial, and she did a lot of like high profile things. But anyways, she was in the grocery store, and she was coming around the corner and I was coming around the corner, and me and her bumped into each other. And when she backed up, I looked at her and I was like, I know you from somewhere. And she was like, she did her hand like that. She's like, yeah, 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 yeah. And then she was like fanning me away. And when she did that, and she had her hand on my shoulder, and at first I was thinking she was one of the kids, one of the teachers from the school. But because I got 14 kids and me going bouncing between the high school, the middle school, and the elementary school, I had them in all three schools. I was thinking, is she one of the teachers from the thing? And as I got ready to keep walking, I thought about it. I was like, oh my God, that's Dr. G. And she touched me. And I don't know why I ended up being grossed out that she had touched me. I'm like, no, she didn't touch me. And then got the nerve to be trying to fan somebody away like I'm excited. Um, like I was fanning out because I seen her. Girl, it wasn't that type of party. No. So but yeah, that cheese pizza thing is that's a code word for something. I've heard it too many times. I'm glad I found your channel, sisters. I'm glad you found my channel too, Hot Harry. And those of you all who are here and you're okay with my channel and you like my channel, you know, we ain't always up like this. We have random conversations. You're allowed to come in here and ask questions. Be respectful to other people. You can ask about any of my previous videos, anything that I'm going through or whatever. But understand that I do hold a right to say I don't want to answer that question, and so forth and so on. But you're allowed to ask questions over here, and we ask that you respect everybody else that's in the chat. Don't call nobody else crazy because of the question they ask or whatever, unless they are troll. Troll them back. That's all I say. Um, but just stay respectful over here. That's all. Um, cheese pizza. What? You said it was. Yeah, I believe that too. Yeah, congratulations to Maz. Did it done did it. Yeah, he been did it. He been did it. Did is done, and so is his son. I think his son's gonna end up going down with him too. I think so. Fact check. What that is, Gamma? Or did I already we already went past that? These parents let their children out of their sights and let them go for the love of money. Ooh, Phoenix. That's something that you said right there. I was just trying to imagine just today. What were these parents thinking just to let your kid go off with somebody and just be gone with them for all of that time? And just, yeah, I don't care how much money they got. I really don't. But then again, I'm that kind of parent that nobody don't get to watch my kids like that. My kids been lucky if they done stayed the night over somebody's house for one night a day or something like that. It's like, um, no, I've never been that kind of parent that let people just babysit my kids like that. I remember one time I was being threatened that the police was gonna take me to jail because I wouldn't do something that they wanted me to do. And as bad as I didn't want to let nobody keep my kid, I got tired of getting threatened by them, and I walked outside, put my hands behind my back, and then only for the police to tell me and start laughing at me and tell me they can't really, you know, how they play the games and they try to threaten you that you got to do this or you're going to go to jail or whatever. I got tired of that bluffing or whatever. And I'm just like, all right, then give me such and such amount of time and I'll be ready for you. I ain't going to give you no fight, no nothing. I'm going to just come out, put my hand behind my back because I'm sick of y'all, point blank period. I'm sick of you. So, even at that time, I didn't have to, I didn't have to give them up because my husband was out of town working at the time or whatever. And so, it is what it is. But I just can't understand how parents just let, and guess what? Whatever happened to their kids and stuff, and whatever traumas and stuff that their kids going through, they gonna have to pay for it too, and they gonna have to hear about it, because the same way that I be on here telling and talking about things that happened to me in the past with my mom and my dad and them, or the lack thereof, they gonna have to hear it too. It's gonna come back to it, and then they gonna be on here. Their kids gonna be on here talking about it. And I always say this all the time. People love to tell other people, "Oh, don't say that about your mom. You only get one mom in your life or whatever." But if that's the truth, if it's the truth of what was done to you, then you should be able to tell the truth. It doesn't mean that you don't love them or whatever, but some kind of way you got to talk to somebody and tell something to help yourself get into a better place, instead of covering up for them or lying to them, lying for them, to make them look better than what it really was. He did it to both of them, but Usher and Diddy got Justin for sure. The facial expressions don't lie in the video, in the old videos. Diddy wasn't even trying to hide. That video is creepy. Eminem, I know exactly the video you talking about. Hey, Coffee Black, how you doing? Good to see. I be talking about you all the time. I always tell them like how we had, we got them random conversations be going on, and just come through. Just ask a question over here, and it'll start a whole conversation. And since houses are expensive in Cali, I could get a nice big house out in Georgia. Come on, girl. You ain't gotta go back to Cali. You gotta go in Georgia, girl. You know what? In South Carolina too. It might be even cheaper there. It might be even cheaper there, Mads. South Carolina is very, very cheap. You can get, girl, just look it up, look around, and pray about it and ask the Lord to lead you, help you out there. They showed a video of him checking Justin for wires. Wow. It's a 5-bedroom, 4 and a pool and a cinema room. Come on, girl. Come on. You done gotta come. You done got to come up. I'm excited. I thank you, Mads, for coming over and giving your updates every single night. You can't have a testimony without the test. And I know when you was going through the test, boy, it was rough. It was rough, because imagine having all of your stuff in one place, and then you get a phone call and your stuff on fire, and everything that you done work for, you done had, is going up in smokes. Crazy. So, girl, now your test done turned into a testimony. Come on now. Political races is like WWF. Hey, yes, it is. I just find it's so weird. Wrestling is all fake storylines in the ring. I remember my husband, grandma, she was 101 years old. And if you said that wrestling was fake, you better move out the way. Them older people don't mind throwing something, knock you upside the head or whatever. You better move out the way if you tell her wrestling is fake. She didn't play that. But no lie, all of that junk is fake. Is I don't know what. That's what I've always said. There you go. It was at President Carter's funeral. That they all was there, and I was like, him and Trump and Obama was like they were the best of friends. And they done came out with a whole bunch of stuff about Obama and everything. A man allegedly has receipts and stuff saying that they were smoking. They were smoking the rock together. It's a whole bunch of stuff on that they coming out the woodworks with. A bunch of craziness. And do y'all know that they saying that somebody said this the other day that never crossed my mind before. Y'all remember Dr. Fauci, don't you? Do y'all know that they say Dr. Fauci and Mother Teresa are allegedly related to one another? Now, Look up Dr. Fauci and Mother Teresa's pictures. The same way y'all told me to look up Trump picture. And look how much they look alike. Look like they can be mother and son. I don't know what the connection is, but I heard I be skimming through stuff because like I told y'all, too much information be bother with the inside of me, and I like my peace. I love my peace. Joe and Jill voted for Trump. I bet they did. It's a lot of people who pretending like they did not vote for Trump, and I know they did. It's a lot of people pretending like that. I don't care what anyone says. It's obvious. Yeah, it's a bunch of but then people don't really have to. They don't really have to tell. But it's a lot of stuff. I feel like a lot of people that Kamala had at her thing, that she had them up there twerking and all of that good stuff and speaking for her. I feel like half of them people did not vote for her. I really do. I feel like Cardi. I feel like Cardi is one of them. She got up there to say her speech, and I just feel like she did not vote for Kamala, allegedly. But that's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Hey, T Sherelle. It's a lot going on out here in these streets. But I don't trust none of them. I don't trust any of them. They just got too much stuff going on. um yeah. Now see, everything that I just talked about, the one thing that my mind went back to is them pizza boxes. Why would anybody that been locked away for all that long time be talking to their son on the phone, telling them to get rid of all the pizza boxes? And it was one other thing that he said. Why would you be saying that? Cause I would expect, if I've been gone for about 6 months, I know dang on well my kids better be done throwed away them pizza boxes that we had in the house or whatever. I just like, if that ain't suspicious, then I don't know what is. I just don't know what is suspicious. Very, very suspicious. And y'all know I be when I come through here, um I just be talking sometimes, and I'm gonna do that sometimes. It's like I know that I come on here, and of course I like making money on YouTube and stuff, but sometimes you just have to have conversations that you can't be so focused on the words that's gonna come out of your mouth. You just have to say what it is that you're gonna say. And last night was one of those nights. Um, and I kind of knew that they were gonna turn. I got a couple of videos that they turned yellow. Um, because just sometimes I'm not gonna censor. I'm not going to think about what I have to say. I just have to say what it is that I need to say and get it up off of my chest. And it's like you can come through, and no matter how many people are say, you have such a soothing voice. I'm not screaming, I'm not yelling, and I'm not doing a whole bunch of excessive cussing or whatever. But you can just say one wrong thing that they want to censor you from or whatever. And there it is. They turn your stuff yellow. And sometimes I just take it as, you know how they say you gotta take one on the chin or whatever. I take it like that, and I don't really know what else to do with them. But you can take them when you have videos and stuff like that. Then take them and chop them up and make shorts out of them or whatever, like little information that you say that's good for somebody that they may need to hear it or whatever. Because anything I come on here and say, and I'm telling a story, I always feel like when I'm telling a story or talking about something that done happened in my life, it's because I'm feeling on the inside there is somebody, and they don't never have to say it, or I don't have to know who it is. I can just feel it in my soul that as I'm talking about it, there is somebody that's listening to what I'm saying, that has gone through some of the things that I have gone through. and they need maybe the encouragement, or they just need to know that they not on that limb by themselves or whatever. And so just I just came to the conclusion is that, everything I say, YouTube probably ain't gonna like it, and that's fine with me. um I'll take it on the chin. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, I just, all this censorship and everything that be going on, you can't say this and you can't say that. It's like more and more, y'all pay attention, because everywhere you go, there is somebody or something trying to censor what it is that you say and how you say it. Um, and I always thought that was, we supposed to be living in the land of the free speech or whatever. Even though, and I feel like there's things that people say that they should not say, but we living in the land of the free where people should be able to speak, and then we have to put our emotions in check. In the same way they allowed to say stuff that they want to say, we also should be able to say, well, I don't agree with that right there, what you said or whatever. But you know, but we live in a world now is where everybody interested in shutting somebody up some kind of way, or if you don't like what somebody say, you try to cause havoc in their life or whatever. We all have the option of, when we get on this YouTube or whatever, if somebody's saying something or doing something that we don't like, we supposed to be adults here. I thought, I don't, you're supposed to use your age or whatever when you make up a page or whatever on here. And I just feel like, if you don't like what somebody's doing, saying, or whatever, you flick the page and you going on about your business. um you know but that's the way I feel. That ain't the way everybody feel. But anyways, if there is nothing else that nobody has to say or whatever, um this is the part that I always get to, and I always encourage somebody. I know you got some food in your refrigerator, or you done went to the store and shop, and you probably got a tomato, a bell pepper, a onion, something in your refrigerator that you gonna cut up on your board or something, and it got some kind of seeds or something like that in it. You do know that you can take those seeds that come in those tomatoes, bell peppers, or you can cut the onion off, and the little hairy part that's at the bottom, you can sit it in a little bit of water, and it will rejuvenate those roots, and you can replant it, and it'll grow you like 4 other onions. Just stick it down in the dirt. Your tomato seeds, go and flake them outside on the ground. Um, your bell peppers, go and flake them outside on the ground. You gonna throw them in the garbage, or you gonna throw them down the drain? One or the other. Go out there and flake them in the yard, in a dirt where you don't hardly ever walk at or anything like that, and let you grow your own stuff. Cause I'm telling you, y'all think that cause California is on fire right now. Do you know how much food comes from over in Cali? Look it up and see how much of our food production comes from over there. There is some problems that is coming down the pipeline, and you gonna start to see stuff missing on your shelves and stuff like that. Go look it up and see what kind of things that they grow there, because if you don't have them, you probably won't get them. And though if they do have them, you can trust and believe that if eggs done gone up to $4 a dozen, imagine what some of that stuff, the price is going to be significantly changed on those things that come from over there, because those fires is running through everything. They blowing around. And I think tonight they got another windstorm that's getting ready to come through. So you know what that means. That windstorm comes through, it's blowing those embers everywhere and cranking the fires right back up after they done knocked them down some. And to me, when you talking about getting 15% under control, 5% under the control, to me that's just like you ain't did nothing. That don't really amount to a hill of beans. So it is what it is. But I'm telling you, look up the things that are grown in California, and you either better go and beeline it to the store and stock up on you some of those things, or you better be growing your own stuff because there is shortages coming up. That's the other thing that I do over here. I talk a lot, but I also grow my own food. I raise my own chickens. I have my own eggs. I have my own fruit trees. I even got bananas growing in my yard. But start to find some areas, and you don't have to have a big piece of property. You can have a porch, plant some stuff in some pots or something like that. You already going to the store spending your money. If it got seeds in them from over the fresh vegetable section, go ahead and grow you some stuff. I'm not telling you you got to go out there and pay attention to it. You got to do this and this. If every now and then you just go by and spray some water on it, you will see it start to come up. And once it start to come up, well, you'll be walking past and you'll be like, oh, look at that. My plant done came up. And once you see your plant grow up, it's almost like a animal you done took in. And because you took it in, you want to see it do good. Because that seed came up, you're gonna want to take care of the plant, and you're gonna want to see it. And if by gosh, if you get it to the point where it's gonna give you a fruit or some kind of food off of it, I'm telling you on everything. You think a tomato from the store tastes good? You don't know until you actually had a tomato that you pull off of the plant yourself. Because you get a tomato from the store, they pulled it, during those times when you're supposed to be making fried green tomatoes out of them tomatoes. So it didn't get ripe on it didn't get ripe on the on the tomato plant. It got ripe in a box. It got sprayed with some extra stuff, whatever. It ain't the same. It does not taste the same. Even if I had the chance and I could tell you, okay, you bought eggs from the grocery store. All right, then you cook one of your eggs and let me cook you one of my eggs. I guarantee you will like my egg better than you like the egg that you got from the grocery store. Why? Because you don't know how long that egg been sitting on the shelf. I don't care when you got it from the store. I don't care what date they got on them and everything. Y'all do know people in the stores and stuff, they can change the dates on whatever it is they want to change it on. You don't know how long it's been there, where it came from, what they feeding the chicken, whatever, and all of that stuff affects what it is of how your egg is gonna taste. I'm just here to encourage you all. Grow your own food. I don't care how you do it. Grow your own food. And that's the kind of encouragement that I want to give you. If you have any questions about that right there, I can go down the line of everything. I could tell you a couple of things that I have in my yard that I bought stuff from the grocery store, or I got somebody's had a mango plant, a mango tree in their yard. Hey, let me get it. Can I get some of those mangoes? Get the mangoes from off of it, and I plant one. We plant one of the seeds in our yard. We have a mango tree from that. Get pomegranates from a pomegranate from the store. We eat the pomegranates. Hey, put them on the ground in this part right here. We got 6 pomegranate trees from that. Got a peach from the grocery store. Cracked the seed open, planted it, grew a peach tree. Um, got another mango seed, planted that kind of mango. All different kinds of mangoes. Got a grapes from the store. It had seeds in it. Planted the grape seeds. They came up. We got grapes growing down the fence. Um, Green onions from the store. We got the green onions, cut the green part off of it and some of the white part off of it, put the roots back in the ground, grow those back. Strawberries. Took the strawberry from off of there, put it on a napkin, let it dry on there, flake the seeds from off of it, put it in some rain wrap around a little bowl or whatever. There's all kinds of things you can go. I got strawberries out there growing right now. They have blooms on them, creating more strawberries. Um, I can just keep going down the list. There is lettuce that you can get from out of the store. They have like the lettuce, the butter lettuce that have the little root at the bottom of it. You can cut the lettuce from off of that. You can regrow that lettuce by planting the roots back in the ground and just let it continue to grow. Pineapples. I don't know how many pineapple plants I got back there, but I got a whole planter box of those and just created another one growing more pineapples. So it is endless. You don't have an excuse. You already paying for it from the store. Why not pay for it from the store and then let it pay for its own stuff? Cabbage. You can cut your cabbage off of it, leave the core intact, sit the core in water, let it grow back out. The cabbage will grow back. Why going by? Cabbage used to be 40 something cent a pound and now it's up to 95 cents here in Florida. There's so many things. Potatoes, red potatoes, yellow potatoes, Idaho potatoes. You can grow all of that stuff back. And of course I know there's different seasons for different things wherever you are. I'm in Florida, so we can grow stuff all year round, all the time. With no problem. Everything in my garden is still green. I still got bananas growing on my tree out here in the yard. I think I got about well, it's 8 bunches on one banana tree, but I got two spouts coming out the banana tree right now. So I probably got somewhere along the lines of maybe like 16 bunches of bananas that grow on my. And right now I'm here to tell you, those bananas on those trees, I used to buy bananas from the grocery store every week. Ever since I've been eating the bananas from off of our banana tree, I refuse to buy bananas from the grocery store for myself to eat. For my kids, I will get them and my husband, but I don't want to eat them because they don't taste anything like the bananas that we got. Sugar cane. We got sugar cane growing out here. You see somebody growing that? Anybody you see with a banana tree, you riding past the house, look at they got a banana tree. They one of your neighbors or son. Hey, if you get a little pup on there, can you give me one of them? I mean, you can take the pup off of there. As long as it got some roots on there, you can get you a banana tree in that way. There are so many things, but there is no excuse. And I'm saying it to you like that because some people don't trust themselves. Oh, I ain't going to take care of it. I ain't going to do this and I ain't going to do that. Well, all you got to do is just try it because some kind of way, everywhere we go, we see green on the ground everywhere. The plants seem to get themselves taken care of in all kinds of ways. And I can say that because there are so many times that we done had this thing called a dump garden where we done enclosed an area with cinder blocks, wood, whatever it may be. Close the area off, scrape up the soil, scrape up the grass there, and everything that comes out of the fresh section, like cantaloupe, watermelon, the kids eat all of that kind of stuff during the summertime. You just throw it all in there, and we call it a dump garden. The next thing you know, everything in that thing was growing up. Cantaloupe for days, watermelon. Every now and then we still have a watermelon that grow in random places because if you let the kids eat the watermelon and they be all over the yard, they spit the seeds everywhere and the next thing you know they growing. Sweet potatoes. I can't tell you how much sweet potatoes we have. They just randomly grow all over the place. We still got, I see sweet potatoes. I ain't even worried about them because I just know they going to pop up wherever they going to pop up. But we have them all the time. I could just go on and on and on about grow your own food. Grow your own food. So, because if you can walk out the door and you can feel that there's something different about this world when you walk out the door, then just know with all that's happening, we about to run into some things like we did when C-19 came through. Because there's some really crazy things happening in this world right now. So what's better than to prepare yourself? Because I know you done ran to the store before. And then when you go to the store, they got a sign up saying, we only accept in cash. And then I seen in certain places in California that, oh, they ain't accepting no cars because the electricity down. Well, let me go to the bank and get some cash out of the bank, and then you pull up to the bank, and then you can't get money from out of the bank either. Because why? The ATM machines ain't working. So you don't want to be stuck in a place of where you ain't got nothing inside of your house, and you money can't help you. You know, and in those places, and I can't necessarily say that I won't be one of those people stuck in there, but I know one thing: if me and my kids got to survive off of eating collard greens, turnip greens, lettuce, tomatoes, and okra, we gonna eat. And eggs, we got our own chickens, we got our own pigs, and all of that there kind of stuff. You gotta always have a backup plan. So the best way to have your backup plan is to put something in the ground and watch it grow. Put a seed in the ground and let it grow. So you all, this is where I'm going to say good night. Thank you for joining Life with Tashana, where life is like a box of chocolate over here. You never know what you're going to get. We are also the high class gardeners. And everybody's like, what does that mean? That just means that we make sure we growing something in the garden at all times, but we don't mess around with no snakes, no bugs, no worms, and no frogs. And that's what qualifies us as a high class gardener. Now, how you got a garden, Miss Shauna, and then you don't mess around with none of those things? I got a husband and I got kids that ain't afraid of them things. Me myself, I am afraid of those things unless somebody come standing face to face with me threatening that they gonna throw one of them on me, and then we gonna have a whole nother situation in that in that area right there. But anyways, that's what qualifies me and us over here as high class gardeners. And whatever we growing out in the garden, I always tie whatever I'm growing in the garden to my real life. And when something goes stagnant in my garden, it also lets me know something was going stagnant in my life and that I need to reevaluate and do something different. So let your garden be a manifestation of what you're doing in your real life. And until tomorrow or whenever, I'll see y'all. Make sure you grow something. Y'all have a good night.